Okay. So let's just get rid of this for now. And focus more on this one. Okay. So reflexive pronouns. It's also known as the mirror pronoun. Can you guess why, Yoon?
Because mirror do something like us.
It's when the subject reflects the object, kind of like a mirror. So, as an example, would you read the sentence right here for me, Yoon?
Luna dressed herself well despite her age.
Okay. So Luna is the subject and herself is the object. And if you remember, the object is the pronoun which receives the action of the verb. So it has something being done to it. So in this sentence, Luna dressed herself well despite her age. We know for sure that when they say herself, they are only talking about Luna. Because if you wrote it this way, Luna dressed well despite her age, we know that Luna dresses well, but we don't know for sure what Luna is dressing. Maybe Luna is dressing herself well. Maybe she's dressing her mom well. Maybe she's dressing her dad well. We don't really know for sure, and that's what the reflexive pronoun is doing in this sentence. It's telling us that it's only talking about Luna because it says herself. And the way to spot a reflexive pronoun is see how they all have self on the end, Yoon?
Yes.
So the self makes it completely about what that pronoun is referring to. So when you say myself, I know that you are referring to you and only you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Hey, Suman, welcome to class. Wow, wow, wow. Good morning, Suman. Can you hear me okay? Perfect. Is your mic working, Suman?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I heard a little yes there. So we are doing a review of some reflexive pronouns for Yoon because he missed that class. Are you okay with that, Suman? Do you want to also review reflexive pronouns? Suman is typing. Suman is typing. I'm going to take that as a yes, Suman. Is that a yes? Can you hear me, Suman?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So, like I was just saying to Yoon, you can spot a reflexive pronoun because it always has self on the end of it. And even when it's plural, this is the plural version of selves. So that's how you know you're dealing with a reflexive pronoun. It lets you know that you are speaking only... You're terrorizing my chat box. It lets you know you're speaking only about what it's attached to. So, let's do a little bit of practice. Yoon, why don't you read this sentence for me and you tell me
Yes.
what reflexive pronoun Yes. Yoon, can you read the sentence for me with the reflexive pronoun? Can you do that?
We couldn't stop laughing at myself in the mirror or ourselves.
Is that what you see on your screen, Yoon? You should be seeing a picture of Goofy.
No, I see that we couldn't stop laughing at the mirror.
Huh. Do you still see that? Can you still see that, Yoon?
I can see that we couldn't stop laughing at he is clumsy and going to hard blink in the mirror.
Huh. It sounds like you're seeing two at once. Just 1 second. Okay, what do you see right now?
The dog who have a 6 leg.
Wow. 1, 2, 3,
How about now?
5, 6, 7.
And there's a we couldn't stop laughing at blink in the mirror.
Perfect.
And there's a smile,
Well,
guys,
okay.
and there's a hit floorboard.
Can you fill in the blank for me there, Yoon?
We couldn't stop at laughing at ourselves in the mirror.
Beautiful. That's perfect, Yoon. I love it when it's right. Okay, Sumin. Sumin. Min of my Sue. Can you read this one for me, Sumin?
Katniss.
Mm-hmm.
Katniss and Peeta defeated the Hunger Game. Themselves.
Themselves. Beautiful, Sumin. That's perfect. I see you're terrorizing the chat box with your name, too. Oh, you were writing what I was saying. All right. It is your turn, Yoon. Can you read this one for me with the reflexive pronoun?
Wow.
Can you do that for me, Yoon? Is your mic still working? Huh. You there, Yoon? Okay, I think you need a sec, so Sumin, could you read this one for me, please?
Batman's car drove itself to the Batcave.
That's perfect. That is perfect, Sumin. You guys are getting the hang of this. Exactly. Itself because it's an object. You knew that perfect. I love it. Okay. Hey, Yoon, are you back?
I was in here. Yes, I'm back. I was just cannot hear anything.
Okay. How are you feeling on reflexive pronouns, Yoon? Does it make more sense now?
It's more sensitive, it's more better.
Better? Okay. How about we try a few of these then? So, Yoon, would you read that sentence that I just put in the chat box?
Swimming walked to find blank in a strange land.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the blank is?
Herself?
Herself. Perfect. How about this one? What do you think this one might be?
the kid found blank a nice meal.
What do you think goes there?
It's
Yep, would you read the sentence with it full?
the kid found itself a nice meal.
That's what I'm talking about, Yoon. Perfect. Okay. How about... Sumin, would you read this one for me?
One can find blank on a tree.
So which one do you think goes in there? One can find blank on a trip.
Oneself.
Beautiful, Sumin. Awesome. You guys got this. You know what you're doing. So, the other part of reflexive pronouns, this isn't as important, but it's a little fun to know. Mark just asked a question. Who can answer this question for me? Who dresses opal? How about you, Yoon? Can you answer that question?
Ow.
Sumin's hurting herself over there. What do you think, Yoon? Who dresses opal? Can you say it?
Maybe herself.
Wow.
Make a
Maybe
sentence.
herself? Definitely herself.
She dressed herself. Maybe she dressed herself.
She dresses herself. Yep. You could say she dresses herself. Opal dresses herself. Here, she dresses herself. And Mark wrote down the other one for me. So the other part of reflexive pronouns is that we use them for emphasis. That's right, Sumin. Emphasis. Yoon, who does Yoon's homework? Could someone tell me? Alright, Yoon, do you think you could maybe for the lesson just lie?
Just kidding.
Could you tell me with the reflexive pronoun who does Yoon's homework? Who does Yoon's homework? Yoon doesn't do... Hey, Sumin, could you read me what Mark just said in the chat box?
Young doesn't do his homework himself. He gets his brother to do it.
Perfect. Alright,
Okay.
let's see.
Alright, let's see.
How about this one?
Oh,
What
but
about this one?
still don't.
Alright, Yoon, I want you to read this one that I just put in the chat box.
Ricardo scored all the goals himself.
Beautiful. Himself.
So
Is it starting to make a little bit more sense now, Yoon?
it's
So basically a reflexive pronoun is just talking about the subject of the sentence. Ricardo is the subject, and then himself is the reflexive pronoun. They're both about Ricardo. It's better to say Ricardo scored the goal himself instead of Ricardo scored all the goals because he's Ricardo. So, the other thing that we use them for is emphasis. Do you guys remember that word? Emphasis?
Yes.
Emphasis? Beautiful. Suman, do you remember as well? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
Okay.
Ah.
You remember?
Yes.
What do you think it means? Can you tell me? So it's something we do when we want to bring a lot of attention to a point we are making. To make it a stronger point.
Stronger point. Wow.
Yeah, so think of emphasis as making something stronger.
Stronger.
It can take you out.
Stronger.
Emphasis.
Stronger.
Exactly.
Stronger.
Exactly. Suman's got the idea. So, Suman, could you read this for me right here where it's pointing?
Emphasis.
Perfect.
Emphasis. Change the tone, not a sentence.
Sure, would you read it for me one more time, Suman?
Change the tone, not the sentence.
Beautiful. You're more confident there. So emphasis, and remember with this one, whenever you see PH together, try to pretend in your head it's an F. So it reads like emphasis. Yeah. So when we add emphasis to a sentence, we're not changing the meaning of the sentence, we're just making the point stronger. Yoon, could you read for me the two sentences right here and right here?
Jay baked the cake. Jay himself baked the cake.
So in the first one, we find out that Jay baked the cake, which is okay, that's interesting. But then in the second one, Jay himself baked the cake. It makes the fact that he made the cake seem a bigger deal. It makes it a stronger point that he made the cake. Maybe Jay is a cat, and that's why it's amazing he baked the cake. So let's see.
Oh, my screen's.
What did you say, Yoon? Say one more time.
My screen, there is just the blue and the yellow, and there is the green.
What do you see right now, Yoon?
The green, blue,
Nothing,
yellow.
did you say? Suman, what do you see on your screen? Do you see Harry Potter?
Yes, Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
You see Harry Potter? Yoon, why don't you try signing out and signing back in? That might help, okay?
Yes.
Okay. So, Suman, while we're waiting for Yoon to come back, can you read me the sentence?
Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Harry self.
What did you say, Suman?
Harry self.
Himself? Is that what you're saying? Himself? Because Harry's a boy, right? I still have you, Suman?
Wow.
So, would you read me the sentence full with the sorry, Suman. Will you read me the sentence with the reflexive pronoun?
Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
Harry.
No, reflexive
Himself?
pronoun. Beautiful. That's beautiful. You got it. Would you read me the sentence full?
Harry himself was chosen one.
I
Was
can
the
see
chosen
now.
one. You can see now?
Yes.
Perfect. Did you hear Suman answer the question?
No, I can't.
How about you answer this then, since you didn't hear? It will be new for you. Can you read me the sentence, Yoon?
Harry himself was the chosen one.
Beautiful. And why is it himself, Yoon? Why do you think it's himself?
Because he's him, the man.
Exactly. He is a boy. Exactly. Well done, Yoon. Okay. Suman, can you read me this sentence?
Even the dog
Mm-hmm.
itself was
Itself.
too hungry to play.
Mm-hmm. And what is it saying right here, Suman?
Itself, feed me.
Feed me. He's a very hungry dog. Okay, Yoon. How about you? Let's do this one right here. It's a little bit harder.
Opal
Mm-hmm.
herself said she speaks English. I can't believe her.
Nice try. But it's a reflexive pronoun in the second one. So what would be a reflexive... Sorry, Yoon, I didn't hear you.
I myself believe her.
Perfect, Yoon. So, I'm going to run you through a little bit more practice on this, but first I'm going to bring up something from the lesson I was going to do today because it can help us. Okay. So this is what we're going to run through tomorrow. Suman, what did you get up to in school today? You still there, Suman?
Yes.
What did you get up to in school today, Suman?
Me?
Yeah, what did you do today?
Um, I'm, I, um,
Did you learn something new? Did you play a new game? Do you like going to school, Suman?
um,
Do you like going to school?
um, no, yes.
So, yeah, no, you like going to school? Yes, you like going to school? It sounded like you answered twice.
Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, no, yes, no.
Yes, no.
How about you, Yoon? Do you like going to school?
Yes. I'm in the 6th grade, so in Korea, I will going to the middle school. So, like, we get a new school, so I miss these friends now, but I want to go into the middle school quickly too. So it's little like exciting, sad, happy, bad, like some crazy.
Yeah, changing schools, there's a lot of feelings to changing schools. So, something you might be feeling is this word. Anxious. Anxious. It means that you are excited and you're a little bit nervous, a little scared as well. That's what anxious means. You're excited, but you're also like scared and nervous at the same time. Yeah. So the next time someone's asking you, how do you feel about changing schools? You can say,
I'm anxious.
exactly. Perfect. So, I want you to just ignore the words that I put right here. Ignore those. They don't really have anything to do with what we're going to do here. What I would like you guys to do is to make a sentence using a reflexive pronoun. So, let's bring up the pronouns here. Okay. You can shrink a little bit. Okay. So myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself. How about we start with Suman? Suman, do you think you could make a little sentence to fill this bubble using reflexive pronouns?
Um, um, um,
I put a couple of them in the chat box for you. What do you think with her looking at the diamonds you might get her to say?
Wow.
Maybe she likes diamonds. Maybe she's saying, what do you think she's saying right here, Suman, in the chat box?
I
It looks
like
delicious.
I
Hang on, you can give Suman a chance.
myself.
There we go. Will you read the whole sentence, Suman?
I myself love diamond.
Beautiful. I myself love diamonds. There's diamonds there. She seems to like them. That's all good. Okay, Yoon. Remember, ignore these words right here. You're looking at the ones in the chat box. Those are the pronouns I'd like to see. So how about you just come up with something that this guy says, the tall one? I know you're good at this. We did this last week.
But the reflexive nouns, I'm not very sure about that, so I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Yoon.
I know what is it, but I don't know how to use very well, like between some like nouns, kind of like. I'm not sure about this, so.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me, Yoon. I'd rather know that you understand or you don't understand. So, reflexive pronouns, we use them when we don't want to repeat a word. So, instead of saying the vampires went to go get drinks because they're vampires, we could say something like, the vampires drinks for themselves. We would say themselves because it's plural. We're talking about both of them. And it's the two of them, so it's not himself, it's not herself, it's not oneself, it's not itself. There's more than one, so it's themselves. Does that make sense? Say that one more time, Yoon.
We will hit by ourselves, crazy vampires.
One more time, Yoon. One more time for me.
We will hit by ourselves.
We will eat by ourselves. Is that what you said, Yoon?
Yes.
Perfect. That's a perfect sentence right there. So we will eat by ourselves. Suman, what do you think the shorter, fatter vampire is saying to we will eat by ourselves? Could you hear me, Suman? Suman? You can hear me. Perfect. So, what do you think the second vampire is saying? It looks like you have him starting off saying wow. What does he say after wow?
Wow.
Yes. We will eat by ourselves. Wow. Mm-hmm. How about we try a fill in the blank? Can you read that sentence for me, Suman, with a reflexive pronoun?
I don't like to eat by myself.
Perfect. So the first vampire says, Yoon, will you read it?
We will eat by ourselves.
Perfect. And Suman, will you read the second one?
I don't like to eat by
Mm-hmm.
myself.
You got it. Perfect. Pardon me. So we will eat by ourselves. Once again, more than one. And I don't like to eat by myself, talking only about him. Because the self makes it all about him. Okay. Yoon, can you try making a sentence for this one?
This apple come to my mouth by itself.
Will you say that one more time, Yoon?
This
I didn't
apple,
quite hear.
this apple come to my mouth by itself.
Did you say itself will come to me by itself?
This apple come to my mouth by itself.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So the later part of the sentence, you're right. It will come to my mouth by itself. That's the right way to use itself. But you wouldn't start... Oh, did I get it wrong?
This apple came to my mouth by itself.
How about you type it down, Yoon?
Yes.
I can hear you furiously typing away. This apple came to my mouth by itself. That is perfect, Yoon. That is a perfect sentence right there. Okay. So, Suman, how about you try coming up with your own sentence for this picture? And these are some reflexive pronouns that you can use. And it can be a short sentence. It doesn't have to be long. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's talking about the apple in his mouth? Okay. How about this sentence, Suman? The one I just put in the chat box.
The apple came by here by myself. I myself don't know what happened.
Beautiful. Can you read it for me one more time?
The apple came to be here by itself. I myself don't know what happened.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That is all very correct, Suman. Okay. So, Yoon, can you start off with what the tall, dark-haired guy is saying?
I'm not sure about this is correct, but I might. When I use the emphasis, can I try the I myself?
Of course, Yoon. I'm excited you want to try.
I myself kill you.
So that's perfect. We just need... What's a word that... More like I will. Or will. You need a word that... I myself will. Would you read that one? That I just put in the chat box? Perfect. That was the only thing you were missing. Will. I myself kill you. Without the will, we don't understand what you mean when you just say kill you. We need a word that will, a verb that will express intent, which is what will do. It's not a verb, but it's acting like a verb in this sense. So he says, I myself will kill you. Suman, what do you think the blonde guy is saying? He's not going to say a lot to that.
Wow.
So he starts off saying wow. Suman is typing. It is a very wow statement. Someone just said they're going to kill you. That's pretty wow. What do you think that you would say, Suman, if someone said that to you?
Wow.
Would it only be wow? Would there be anything else you might say?
Wow. I can. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
I can't. Mm-hmm.
Um.
It's a little harder to put a reflexive pronoun as a response in this cartoon. So why don't you just say whatever you think he's going to say? It doesn't have to have the reflexive pronoun in it. Just how does he respond to I myself will kill you? Does he agree? What do you think, Zuman? Does he think... Yoon seems to think that this guy's going to make clones.
No, just.
Do you think that's going to happen?
Why will make why? I will be.
Say that again, Yoon?
I will be 2%.
You will be 2%. Okay. So, I myself will kill you. I myself will make clones.
There's 2.
Suman, what do you think? We're going to end it right here on this panel. What do you think, Suman, he says right here?
Clone.
Hello, Yoontoon.
Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Um.
Hi.
It looks like he's promising to do something. He's got his hand over his heart. Is he thinking? Oh, your mic's going crazy there, Yoon. I can't really hear what you're saying.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Okay, you know what? Since we're out of time today, I'm going to accept blah 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 as an answer. It's creative anyway. Okay, how are you guys feeling with reflexive pronouns? Yoon, I'm very proud of you for using emphasis. You did that really well. Ha ha ha. And Suman, how do you feel with reflexive pronouns? Do you understand them a bit better now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So tomorrow, guys, we're going to move on to the relative pronouns. I think you seem to have reflexive down. We'll do a small review. Yes, Suman? Were you asking a question, Suman? And I think we lost Suman's mic. Okay, guys. I will see you bright and early for me and tomorrow night for you guys, okay?
Yes.
I did.
Yoon, how many of them are you?
Well.
I did more than.
Yeah, I heard that too. Bye-bye, electronic Yoon.
Bye.
Bye.